Speaking of Capitol Hill, Congress has until September 30th to keep the government open or risk another shutdown, and time is ticking.
Yep, Republicans are divided on a plan to keep the government open, while Democrats say bipartisanship can help avoid a shutdown. Here to tell us more about the avenues to avoid a shutdown and what can happen over the next 12, count 'em, 12 legislative days, Sunrise's Trevor Shirley. Trevor, hello.
Hey there, good morning. Yeah, 12 days. I mean, we're not too far into September, but when you look at the congressional calendar, there really isn't a whole lot of time for lawmakers to avoid this shutdown, which is set to happen. It will happen October 1st if they can't get something passed.
So, go ahead.
No, go, please.
So they have some options, right? We can go the tried and true route of continuing resolution, even though a lot of Republicans in the House, especially those in the Freedom Caucus, don't like to do that. And it means John Thune, Mike Johnson, going to have to get some Democratic support on board in order to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Republicans, their caucus is split, which isn't surprising these days. You've got the more establishment mainstream Republicans that are in favor of that short-term continuing resolution. And then you've got that harder right faction, the Freedom Caucus, which says, look, Mike Johnson ran for Speaker. We voted for him because he said he was done doing short-term continuing resolutions, and yet those have been coming up over and over again to keep the government funded. That Freedom Caucus, that group is saying, look, we want something long-term and we want spending cuts. On the other side of the aisle, you've got Democrats who are pushing for bipartisanship, but at the same time, you've got a lot of them that are answering to their left flank saying, hey, look, we're in a position to at least try to fight. Let's push back on this.
Before I turn things over to Hillary, I just want to read the headline in The Hill today. Republicans lurch towards shutdown as Democrats vow they won't be rolled.
So Majority Leader John Thune had something to say about a continuing resolution. Let's take a listen.
But my hope would be that we, whatever that CR looks like, that it's clean and that it enables us to buy some time to get a regular appropriations process done. I still think the best way to fund the government is through the appropriations process.
And then the question becomes, is one CR enough?
Yeah, right.
Can they do it?
Yeah, I mean, if they do that short-term CR, we'll just be back in this position potentially 6 months to a year from now and be going over the same issues.
Right.
So at play here is what's known as a pocket rescission. We know there was the rescission package earlier this summer that got voted on, but the pocket rescission comes directly from the executive branch because it's so close to that funding deadline. What is at risk in terms of this pocket rescission? What sort of clawbacks is the administration looking at?
Yeah, so the president and the administration at large wants to use this pocket rescission to basically claw back as much as $5 billion. A lot of that, in fact, all of that has already been approved by Congress. There's Democrats who are saying, look, the president can't do that, and there are even some Republicans that have signaled they're not entirely comfortable with taking that approach. So I think we'll see that play out over the next few days as well.
Well, Senator Schumer said that basically Republicans are prioritizing chaos over governing partnership when talking about that pocket rescission.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see that kind of messaging, especially coming from the Democrats over the next few days as we get closer to that deadline. As you mentioned, only 12 days left.
All right, it's like that Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other.
Yeah.
The shutdown is your fault. We'll see what happens. 12 working days, though. Not a lot of time to get this done. Trevor, thank you as always.
Thanks, Trevor.